Welcome back to the Courtyard Garden part 7. Today we're going to show you an extraordinary changes to the garden, and it's looking so much better and garden-like. That's the lavender planted. So I've planted how many? 12 lavenders, and hopefully they're all the same color. I've been assured that they are. And if you're wondering why I haven't gone all the way down to the end, that's because there is no sun down at the very bottom for, well, there's still no sun, and it's 11 o'clock in the morning. Well, I've planted 2 osteospermums. The reason I've planted them as well is because they're evergreen and they're very easy to grow from cuttings. So I have a bit of stock to spread around the land should these do well. Really wanted to take a little video of this so that we can look back in a few months' time and see how they go. Now I'm going to make this plant double in size before your very eyes. I've cut 3 skinny bamboo poles and I'm going to stab them in here. These were 3 small ivies that I planted in the autumn, and now they fill the pot. I'm just going to tie these together. Now I'm going to take the trailing parts and wiggle them up this pole. And there you go, a bit of trickery, jiggery pokery, and a double your size plant.
Well, it's been a while since I started the cleaning and restoration of this box, but it's now time to carry on with it. We've got a bit of a damp day, so it's ideal for doing some inside work. I'm going to give this a sand before I give it the wood treatment, and then we're going to varnish it. Need to find a dust mask.
I bought something huge. So I'm just going to show you what it is. Normally I buy small things and I have the patience of a saint to wait for things to grow, despite my advancing years. However, I caved in and I bought this. You see? So this is a yucca in a small plastic pot. And I was going to water it, and then Dan said, let's go to the shop that sells the pots. And we bought this giant pot. Now the thing is, we are not going to transplant it in here, because if we do need to move it, then it's going to be impossible to move. So the idea is to keep it in its plastic pot, just to make sure those roots are fully settled, and put a plastic tray in the bottom, and it's basically just to keep it kind of looking a little bit more balanced. So this is the pot, and as you can see, it's enormous, and it was 35 euros. So I have to say, when I saw this at the garden centre, I went, oh, wouldn't that be just fabulous? But it's probably going to be mega expensive. But it was only 95 euros. And the garden centre delivered it, because there's no way this can go in the truck. So, yeah, it's just some big statement piece to give a bit of instant oomph and appeal to the Courtyard garden. I'm thrilled to bits. So, yeah, yuccas are really easy to grow, I know, but I don't have anything this tall, or no way could I have anything this big for so little money. And I have to admit, it's the most expensive plant I have ever bought in my entire life. Or to the left.
So,
You're
yeah,
right. You're
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, not very stable. Is it? Or is that another wee bit there? That's perfect. That's better, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
Right, you ready?
Got my big strong arms going. Right. Lift. Whoa. Sugar, my
Okay,
fingers.
I've got it.
I think it's lying off to the one side, or was it always? Is it worse? It's not very stable inside that tray, oh golly.
No, let's take
We're
the
gonna
tray
have to
out.
take the tray out.
Yeah.
Oh, gee.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah. Lift, and where are we going?
Back where we were. Hold on, Marlon.
Where the tray's jammed.
Right, we're back in.
Right. Draw. Take your hands out.
Yeah. Hold on. But now we stuff cork in it.
Yeah. And that will wedge it.
Yeah.
How's that looking? Think that's better? What do you think? Looks good.
We're not quite hiding the plastic pot though.
No, not quite. Maybe we need to take the bricks out. Whoops.
Yeah, maybe.
Aye.
It would look better
Yeah, I think so.
with it a bit lower in the pot
Yeah.
and be a bit more stable.
Yeah. I have to go again. Do you want to go that way this time, or do you still want to go back in here?
Place, yeah.
I want to get my shoulder in. Right. Right, give me this. Let me get my hands loosened up.
Okay.
No. Right. Oh, you're taking all the weight. Push forward. Drop.
Yeah.
Let go of your fingers.
That's better.
And now we don't really need to do anything with it. A bit of cork just to
Yeah, to wedge
give it
it.
a bit of stability.
And then-
Right. That's better. I don't know how many times was that? 3? Cork that came off. What had come off? That might be too thick, John. Yeah, that's cork. That came off a piece of what was firewood, some that broke last couple of years ago, actually.
Yeah.
No, that looks hideous. Now I can water it. What do you think?
Yeah, okay.
Are you happy that it's stable?
Yeah.
And a little bit of time, this pot will lose its newness.
Yeah.
Well, do you think I should use leca?
Yeah.
Okay. But this is the cat's bed.
Well, I'll find somewhere else to sleep.
The cat likes sleeping on the leca. Can you remember what leca stands for?
Light expanded clay aggregate.
Aggregate, yeah. So this is the way to buy leca in these great big bags. It costs about €5. Oh, it's all falling in, Dan. It's going to use the whole bag. I don't really want to. And there's still some leca for the cat. There we go. Grand. Sorry, Nata. There you go. Smaller bed. Well, it seems that YouTube has a new feature called quizzes, and I thought I'd try that out today. So I've got this plant and I'm wondering if you know what it is. So if this little quiz thing works, then put your answer in the quizzy part. And if it doesn't work, don't worry, I'll tell you what this is at the end of the video. So I'd just love to show you. This is the flower, to give you another clue. And this is the root. And we're going to be planting 2 of these here in the Courtyard garden. I said we're going to be planting 2, but the truth is, I've got a whole wheelbarrow full of them. Let me show you. Loads of them. And then in here, in this box, more. Look at that. Ta-da! Now, these are going to be planted in various spots around the land to give a little bit of continuity, and they're evergreen, which is another clue. So let's get planting. That means Dan gets digging and I get pointing. So I'll leave down to the digging and I'm going to have a look and see which is most suitable for the other side. You ready?
Yeah.
This one's got a smaller root.
We'll put that on the other side.
Okay. I didn't tell you how much I paid for them. So I bought them at Courtyard, everything, for 15 euros. A couple of extra osteospermums here. Similar kind of colours, purpley pinks. Just to give it a bit more kind of bulk, because it's all a bit skimpy looking. And the osteospermums are really great because they're perennial. They also flower for a very long time and they're very easy to take cuttings from. So I'll have these for all around the rest of the land. Say by autumn, get some cuttings in and then plant more in spring. Wood chip here. So I've also discovered that Nata absolutely loves herbs. Now, I never noticed that before, but he has been rolling around and lying on top of the herbs and damaging them, which is not to my liking. But I'm hoping they're going to be robust enough to survive his brutality with his Hulk. This is a bit dried out. Should have maybe given that a good watering. Give it a good watering, a wee while. Where's the clay? There we go. Do any of you have a cat that likes herbs? Rosemary, thyme, lavender. The little lavenders are getting crushed every time one of them sprouts a flower. So the last time we were at the vet with Nata, he was weighed. He hadn't eaten for 2 days and he weighs 6.3 kilos. He's a beast. Instant colour. And before I forget, the plant is Corneria eucoides. I think I've said that right. Mexican lily is so much easier. And I think that's it from us, from the Courtyard garden. I will see you next time. Bye.